The onyx kiss of inky waters, the jet black undertow of fright. From the cold depths now I will conjure the spiral madness of his mind. Once more the ocean's a lake, so alike it lay awake. Come save your soul, awake new and whole, but now
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back to another episode of WREL Radio. We are here for a special episode, as I'm here joined by two lovely people here. One being Mr. Beak Robotics and the other being Mr. Clever Stone. How are you two doing?
Hey, I'm doing amazing, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man.
It's great.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right.
Like Jerry Lawler.
Does he? I didn't. I mean, so
let's go, man.
All right,
I don't know.
There's go,
anyway,
Marco.
What were you saying, Ro? I don't know what he sounded like in my brain.
The excitement is flowing right now. It's like it's been a while since I've done one of these. It's just like kind of nostalgia in a way, if you really look at it, you know. But I mean, speaking of looking at things from the past, how about we look at this year from the past, all right? I know that all of us have played a ton of games this past year, all right? Some being very memorable, and also some we have only just heard in passing. And let's just talk about the elephant in the room here, and that is the Game Awards coming up in about a few weeks, all right? And have you guys seen the nominees at all?
Yes, I voted for every category. And I have all my results, and
okay,
very excited.
All right. Clever, what about you?
Yes, I've done the same.
I'm
gonna get into it a little later, or as we get into it. But
okay. But as of right now, how about we go ahead and say this, all right? Of course, all of the nominees, a lot of people were hoping for some other games, probably for a name or a title, from a game that again wasn't announced. So like, was there a game at all that was not announced in a category that you wished was like inside of the Game Awards this year, that you feel is not getting its shine? Beak, how about we go with you, Rob?
So I'm gonna just keep it straight up, okay? I'm gonna keep it buck 50.
Yep.
I haven't played much 2024 games.
Okay.
Just gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
Haven't been too interested, and you're probably wondering then, how did you vote if you didn't play any of the 2024 games? I had a person in there that was giving me insight. So while I was voting, I had someone in my ear being like, "Yeah, this was the good game." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that, doing that, I came with some calculations that there's not really that much games that should be here, to be honest, in my personal opinion.
Really? Okay.
I think every game that's in the category is rightfully earned, except for one, and that is the Elden Ring DLC. I do not think it should be in the Game of the Year category. And that's no disrespect to Elden Ring. I know it's technically just a whole nother game, but
I mean, you've played Elden Ring.
This logic, the Phantom Liberty.
Yeah.
No, I didn't play the DLC. The Phantom Liberty DLC from last year should have been nominated. If we're keeping
for
up with
Cyberpunk
this logic, yeah, because that DLC fixed the game, so they should have counted that as Cyberpunk in its prime. So if we're gonna base it off of that logic, Phantom Liberty should have been
true
last year.
That's
true.
Just
my 2 cents.
Do you think that's what kind of insinuated this whole thing with like the DLCs to be happening this year?
I guess because we didn't really have much. Like, I'm gonna just be real, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching this, and even you guys, this hasn't been the best year for gaming. And how could it be?
True.
After what happened last year? You can't.
Dude, oh
do
my
2 years
gosh.
in a row. Last year was undefeated.
It was
There
undefeated,
so many
bro.
good games.
No, yeah, man, you're right. Well, I mean, like, it's not to say that again we didn't have a few good ones here and there, like I feel like Space Hammer. I feel like that one was wait, what did I say? I mean Warhammer, I believe Warhammer Space Marine. I feel like that one was kind of a good one because have you guys played World War Z at all? World War Z?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Dabbled a little bit.
It's basically like that. That's basically what Space Marine is, to me, and it's made by the same people, so honestly, it makes sense. But I feel like that one is also pretty good, but I mean, yeah, you know, it just wasn't as comparable to that of last year, because last year we got Spider-Man 2, we had Baldur's Gate 3, we had a banger and banger and banger after banger, you know, and yeah, I mean, compared to this year, it's kind of crazy, you know. It's just uncomparable between the two. All we have is like Squirrel with a Gun this year. That's all I can think about.
Shout out Squirrel with a Gun, bro. No, I got this PC, this laptop here. I've dabbled in some Squirrel with a Gun. All right, I gotta give Squirrel with a Gun some props here. Okay, I mess with Squirrel with a Gun, and next year, you will see me on Killer Bean. All right.
Yes, dude. Killer
Bean.
Bean.
You will also see me on the Mickey Mouse first-person shooter game. I will be there.
Oh yeah.
I will be there, no matter what.
Yeah, dude. Those are bangers, low key. Clever.
Very excited for those.
How about you though? You got a game that you wish was. Oh, wait, what?
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say real quick.
Yeah.
That with the Mickey Mouse joint, they actually have 2 of them that's coming out.
Wait, what? Two of them?
First-person shooter Mickey Mouse games?
Yeah, there's a regular shooter one, and then there's a horror one.
What? A horror one?
A horror Mickey Mouse first-person game?
Yeah, no, man. You can keep horror. I don't want to do a horror. You can keep that one.
I want to try that. I didn't even know that was real, to be honest. I did not even know that was real.
Yeah, bro. It looks kind of tough. Sorry, what were you going to say, bro?
Oh, well, I wanted to ask you the same question. You know, do you have a game that you feel should have been inside of the Game Awards this year that has not been inside of any of the categories?
All right, so I'm gonna be a little honest.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of in the same boat as Rob.
Okay.
Here, where I didn't really play any games from this year until around August when I started playing Black Myth Wukong.
Right.
So my list, not that big.
Okay.
Of what I could think about. I was gonna say one game. I know it just came out like literally like a few weeks ago, but I've been actually playing it and I thought it was actually like really good.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
The only reason why I can understand it not being there is because how exclusive it is.
Yeah.
Is the new Batman Arkham Shadow game.
Wait, for
Oh,
VR?
you played it? You played Arkham Shadow?
Yeah, I've been playing.
How's that?
Bro. Now listen, I haven't been on VR all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played VR before, but that game, it's gonna sound like an advertisement right now. But that game to me,
Yeah.
like I don't know, it like it feels legit. Like I feel like I'm just playing like a regular Arkham game. It just so happened to be in VR. It's actually crazy good. Like I was expecting it to be.
Does it have stealth?
Yes, it has everything.
Interesting. Okay.
Really,
'Cause I saw the gameplay for the showcases that we watched, all three of us. The couple showcases that we watched, and we saw it. We were like, "Oh, this looks pretty nice. That's cool." Never actually gave it a dabble though, because I personally can't play VR because like I don't know if I think it's motion sickness. I have heavy motion sickness when I put on the VR headset. Like I feel like I'm gonna pass out every time I do it. Don't know why, but I wouldn't mind watching some more into that because I have seen that it's good. So like, it's good to hear.
it definitely.
Get some props.
Yeah, it definitely hurts your eyes.
That's what VR does, but.
But hey, Clever, you said that you voted for the Game Awards already?
Yeah, I did vote. The only one, so like, most of them, I kind of had to do Black Myth. That's the one that I played. I'm not even gonna lie. And it was genuinely like I actually did enjoy the game when I was playing it. I didn't finish it on the channel, but I was playing it off screen and everything like that. And yeah, it's solid. And then I did Call of Duty on one of them. I forget some of my picks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So okay, all good.
But yeah. I mean, it wasn't the best year. That's for
True,
sure.
but we want to know what's crazy.
I kinda...
You said Batman Arkham Shadow as one of the games that you wish was in the Game Awards. It is in the Game Awards.
Wait, it was?
Yeah,
Yeah. for
as
VR
best
game.
VR game, AR game.
Oh, I'm actually stupid.
I was like, wait a
Okay.
minute. I was like, wait a minute. Is that the Game Awards?
No, actually, no. No, I'm sorry. What I was thinking about the game of the year for some reason.
Oh, gotcha. Really, a VR game for Game of the Year?
Okay, speaking of game of the year,
I think
another
that's
thing.
why.
There's another thing I want to speak on real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if there's any Balatro defenders. out
Ah.
there. Why is that in game of the year?
Oh,
I haven't
Balatro.
heard this game's name once this whole year. What is this game?
You wanna know something though, Rob?
I was very confused.
Want to know something, though, Rob? You said the same thing about It Takes Two. You said the same thing about It Takes Two, and then you played it, and then you were like blown out of the water.
But it's a card game.
It's a card game though.
It's a card game, mobile game,
But it's a
mobile
card
game, mobile card game.
Like, bro, I could play any
Why
kind
not
of card
sad?
game.
I'm looking through the Game Awards now, and I look at best narrative, and the only game I've played out of this category is Hellblade 2, and I really enjoy. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people hated Hellblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
I very much enjoyed Hellblade 2. That's a game that I played this year that came out this year. I was excited for Hellblade 2 all because earlier in the year when I got my Xbox,
Mhm.
I played Hellblade 1. Very good game.
Okay.
And everybody was saying that Hellblade 2 was pretty bad. But I don't believe in the whole, yeah, let me base my opinion off of reviews. I don't really believe in that. And I know it's a short experience. Hellblade 2 is a very short experience. The gameplay isn't as good as the first one, but now I do have an answer for your question that you asked earlier, Rel. I'd give it to Hellblade 2. I know it got nominated multiple times, but I feel
Wow.
like people hated on it a little bit too much. Graphically,
Okay.
what an achievement. Alright, I'm
Mm.
gonna just throw it out there. What an achievement for the developers. Very short. It kind of bombed with
Yeah.
sales, but I don't care. I quite enjoyed Hellblade 2. And actually, there's a game that I see right now that just came out that I'm very excited. I'm probably gonna play it when I get off of this thing we're doing. Stalker
Right.
2. I'm very excited to hop in.
Yeah, I did
Stalker
hear a
2.
lot about that
Stalker
now.
2.
Yeah. I did hear a lot about that, and also I wanted to go back onto Hellblade. Was it right? Yeah, Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade 2.
Now, I've seen a lot of comparisons between like the time period between that and also Plague Tale. Do you see any similarities between those two games at all?
Yeah, I think. Okay, this is a maybe, but I think the main character that plays Amicia plays the main character in Hellblade 2.
Really? Okay.
I think.
Okay.
She also got nominated.
It's
She
the theory.
deserves to win. She deserves to win. All right, I'm just gonna throw that out there. The woman that played, I forgot her name. Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah, it was.
Whoever played her, she killed it. So I'm gonna give her props.
Really, it was that big of a hard hitting performance, eh?
Yeah, like even if the game was short, Senua, there you go.
Mm.
Senua from Hellblade 2 was, even if the game wasn't long and it wasn't the best, it was such a good performance. I will give her props for that as well.
Okay.
Speaking of twos and the word hell in it,
Yeah.
Helldivers 2.
Ah,
I
there
will give
you
some
go.
props as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Helldivers 2's Prime from this year.
Yeah, that was.
can't be beat, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't be beat.
That was big. I'm gonna be honest though. I kind of like, in the beginning, I was kind of iffy on Helldivers 2, mainly because I just thought, okay, it's just like a regular, just like a multiplayer online game. That's it, And again, we've seen a lot of these over time, and they flopped very heavily at times. But there's just something about Helldivers 2, They just kind of implement the entire thing of, oh yeah, you're gonna be in character, like you are gonna be immersed inside of this experience. And when I had first gotten Helldivers 2, I didn't know what to expect, but it was definitely not that. And the amount of, like, I would say, I want to say community support that this game got is undeniable to any other game this year.
I think they should win that award.
Yeah,
They should win that award.
most
Far
definitely they got it
They
in the
definitely
bag.
deserve it.
Right.
They definitely
Have you
deserve
played that game, Clever? I don't know if you have played Helldivers 2.
it. No, I played a little bit at the beginning of the year
Mm-hmm.
when it first came out, but yeah, not recently.
No, it's a fun game, man. It's pretty fun, especially when you try. And again, that's also something that I feel like it does really, really well, is having players earn their in-game currency, like in-game, and not just buying it, because that is what is heavily, like, it's heavily done inside of these types of games that have these sorts of like in-game shops, battle passes, all that kind of stuff. And Helldivers is just like, hey, if you play the game enough, you know, you can earn a lot. And I rarely see games, I rarely see a lot of games do that within the actual game. Like with Fortnite, I mean, there's no other way to get V-Bucks unless you level up the free tiers inside of the Battle Pass, or you buy the Battle Pass or V-Bucks. That's it. There's like nothing in the actual game that, oh, hey, if you do this achievement, or if you go and find this thing, you'll earn like a handful of V-Bucks. That doesn't exist. But the fact that it's in Helldivers is what makes it such a unique and great experience, because it's for the players. It's good. It's so supportive, and and honestly, that's what I love. I'm gonna be honest.
Which is kind of crazy. I'm sorry, but like it's just kind of crazy that's like unique now.
Yeah, right, dude. That dude.
Like, at one point, that used to be the norm. Like, I would expect the game to be like, all right, let me get the progression. But I don't know, it's just gotten out of hand with, like, you know, the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm about to say the V-Bucks, but the V-Bucks kind of stuff, like the
in-game currency,
I guess.
Yeah,
in-game currency. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Like it's kind of gotten out of hand a lot of games, and that's the reason why it's like I think with a lot of those kind of games, I kind of turn away.
Mm-hmm.
But Helldivers, that was one of the main reasons why I actually did play it when it early this year, and I really did appreciate that kind of style and that kind of gaming model to be like, hey, like you said, be immersed. You get to progress through the game like a true progression.
Right.
I think it was awesome. We definitely needed that.
Now, speaking of games and progression, there was a game that had some pretty decent progression compared to their last game last year, and that is actually nominated for the first time, I believe, inside of the 10 years of the Game Awards. We have a WWE 2K game as a nominee. WWE 2K24, a nominee for Best Sports / I believe Racing Game. So, clever. I know that you see Best Sports / Racing. So, then they have, I think F1, NBA 2K, a few others, I forgot what, and WWE 2K24. I hope that 2K24 wins it. I hope that WWE 2K24 wins it, mainly because it's never been done before, I don't think, and I think that'd be pretty cool. But
WWE has not been nominated in the 2K era in the sports game
not at all.
genre. So this is a big accomplishment for them, and if you're a wrestling fan, go vote 2K24. Just let them, because it is a good game, and I will give them props. 2K24 is the best out of the past 3 2Ks.
Mm-hmm.
So very proud of them for that.
Shout
out EA College Football though, should have been nominated.
That should have been most definitely
Football
nominated.
Been nominated.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, well, Well, I mean, oh man, I want to say that Clever, you've played the most of the game than the both of us. I want to say. So, do you think that WWE 2K24 is like, oh yeah, they do deserve this award? They do deserve Best Sports Game of the Year.
I mean, compared to the other ones, yeah. But like Rob said, if EA College Sports, I say EA College Sports, EA College, if it actually did get nominated, I actually would have picked that, honestly. But 2K, WWE2K, since it's there, absolutely. This has been the best WWE game in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
All the features, like, matter of fact, I remember when I first opened up the game, there were so many features, and if people don't know on my channel, I do a lot of universe mode, or I did. A lot of universe.
Yeah.
So, I use a lot of Create Arena or like this Creation Suite in general.
Mhm.
There was so many features I didn't even know was gonna be in the game. And it
Yeah,
kinda,
dude,
like,
they had updated
bedazzled
that
me.
thing. They updated it
Yeah,
heavily.
yeah, they bedazzled me. So like I was really you know, happy with the game. Even the gameplay itself like feels you know, pretty fluid for the
Mhm.
most part. You know, there's obviously some bugs, but there was even some bugs back in the SVR days and everything. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Obviously.
back in the day. So that's nothing new. But for the most part, it was a pretty solid game. Very fun. Definitely deserves to win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the one that I voted for. So
Yeah, you know, when it all comes down to the sports games, I keep forgetting which one always wins. I want to say that NBA usually wins, and it always gets like passed by. You know, they do look at quick. All right, best sports game, and then they just list it all, and then they announce the winner, and then they go to the next one. That's basically what it is. But I just hope for this one time, WWE 2K24, and then I hope that gives the team a lot of inspiration on, okay, these people voted us as the best sports game of the year. What can we do to keep that going? I hope that it does that 100%, because I mean, as Rob said, this could be seen as the best WWE 2K game from the past 3 years. And I mean, comparing it to all these other two, I mean, yeah. I mean, really. I mean, yeah. I mean, like when I say two, I mean as in 2K22 and 2K23, because inside of 2K22, we only had base entrances for the cause. We only had base entrances. That's it. And it took us a whole new game just to get advanced create an entrance. Now I feel like they're at a really good sweet spot, and this is where in my opinion, where progression grows, right? Which is something that AEW should do right now. Fight forever, right? You know, you know what I mean. Yeah, man, fight forever. Man. Yeah, I spent too much money on that game. Tell you what, I was like, ooh, DLC. Oh, Adam Copeland. Whoa, you know, and like, it's just unfortunate, bro. I'll be honest.
it is an unfortunate circumstance with that game.
Is it alright if I give a couple more games a shout out from this year?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
I'm looking back at my backlog and I'm realizing the games that I actually did play that came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Game Awards, the nominees come out in November. So this game counts in the Game Awards. It should have been nominated.
Okay.
The game I've been playing a lot this year, from the recommendation of a podcast that I watch called Speak Easy. Shout out Burleezy, best YouTuber, one of the best YouTubers. The dude, Burleezy's friend named Joe,
Mm-hmm.
said that he was playing this game called RoboQuest,
Okay.
and I heard
Okay.
he was explaining what the game was, and I was very interested. I think it's an indie title. And based on the covers of the indie titles I've seen in the categories, I'm very interested. This game called UFO 50 by Mossmouth. That cover for this game looks like an MF Doom album cover, so it looks beautiful. It looks great. I might dabble into that one if I can get a chance, but since RoboQuest wasn't nominated last year, or I don't think it was, I definitely think this year it should have got something. Cause shout out that game. It's a game where you can turn your brain off for a minute and not worry about a story. You just play it mindlessly. Very good game. And besides that, this has been a catch-up year for me playing games that I never got to play before. Bad voice crack. I played games like Max Payne 3. Love that
Ooh.
game. I played all these games this year. Oh yeah, Still Wakes the Deep, 2024 game. Shout out that game. Very interesting.
That did
game.
not get
I'm very-
nominated, did
I'm
it?
about to hop on that pretty
Yeah,
soon.
that didn't get
That did
nominated
not
for
get
anything.
nominated.
Very
That's
interesting,
crazy.
That game. That game was
I'm
quite
about to
good.
hop on that soon. I'm about to hop on that
Shout
soon.
out Flintlock.
Flip like what?
Flintlock Wood. The Siege of Dawn. Shout out that game too. I very much. It's a very like. It's a game That's not like the best,
Mhm.
but I think they got nominated for something. So maybe no, they didn't. That was the other game. Okay, but besides that, I've also been playing a lot of Call of Duty. So I'm just gonna sit back and just say I love Call of Duty BO6. All right, people. If there's anybody watching this, I love BO6. I love BO6.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Now, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think BO6 is pretty cool, right? But it's just when it comes from a competitive standpoint, there could be some iffies, you know. But I mean, when it comes to just a video game itself, hey man, probably the best one since Cold War. Probably the best one since Cold War, and I stood by that, man. I stand by.
The zombies is what's making me love this game so much. I
Really?
did an Easter egg for both maps.
Okay.
I love this game. And then the campaign is the best campaign they've ever constructed in the past 5 years. Genuinely.
Oh, okay.
I
haven't played the campaign yet.
Modern Warfare had a 2-hour campaign, as Christopher Judge said.
Christopher Judge.
3-hour.
My speech.
My speech was longer than the whole Call of Duty campaign.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're shocked. The jaws dropped. Oh.
Yeah. I love how we were like, oh, that's when we reacted. We were like, oh, that's
We're like,
crazy,
oh, that's
man.
crazy.
We're annoying. We're an annoying bunch of people.
Oh man. I hope he comes
I
by
just
the Game
wanted to
Awards
shout
this year.
He will. He'll be there. Shout out Flintlock. Shout out RoboQuest.
Mhm.
Shout out Still Wasted Deep. Shout out all those games.
Mm-hmm.
They're great.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I tell you what, it's been a while since we played our last song, so how about we go ahead and get into another song here as we go and play a song from this year, or a nominee from this year's Game of the Year award. And that is going to be Astrobot. I Am Astrobot, the Astrobot remix from Astrobot, the game that's called Astrobot. You smiling? All right. Well, anyways, let's get right into it, and we'll be right back.
What did you say your name was?
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Any bags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air, jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't break us, don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap, let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power shoe. Don't forget you're the superstar. No one else can make it this far. Better go through that stash. Now you've got panache. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. Now listen, all you boys and girls all around the world, don't be afraid to get up and move. You know that we're all superstars. We're the ones who made it this far. Put a smile on that face. There's no time to waste, so let's do the Odyssey.
Alright, everybody, welcome back again over to World Radio. I am WREL, and I'm joined by Rob and Cleverstone. And once again, how you guys doing? We are back, and earlier we kind of did speak on kind of like the Game Awards and all the nominees and all those that we wish were kind of acknowledged. But I mean, as we're gonna as we did kind of talk about this past year, we need to also talk about what's going to happen next year. I mean, I think next year is going to be peak gaming. Like, that's going to be a pretty good year for gaming.
All-timer, bro.
We have,
Hopefully.
I now, I don't know if it's coming out next year. There's Ghost of Yotei. I know, Rob, that game, you ready for it? You know,
I need it in my grasp.
Even I'm ready for it, man. I'm loving Ghost of Yotei. I don't know why there's so much like hate on it though. There's like, oh, it's a woman. It's a woman.
Okay, people don't like woman antagonists, and that's the truth. That's the real reason.
Man, dude, Control did well, though.
Yeah, but that wasn't an established franchise. You know what I mean?
Horizon did well.
That was an established franchise.
No.
They started with a woman. If they start with a woman, then it's okay. But if it's a man and then it goes to a woman, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
I mean, Clever, do you have anything to say about this?
Well, I think some people is kind of like because of that, but I don't think all of them are like that, or that's not like the make it senses. I think it's a little bit more deeper with that, but I ain't going to get into that.
You said I'm backing away. I'm backing away from that one. I mean, I heard a lot about this. Apparently, there's a phrase for it. It's called woke gaming. I didn't even know that term existed until I watched freaking like Asmongold, and I was like, oh, didn't know.
Oh no, not him.
Yeah, dude.
Not that guy.
Man, gotta love Asmongold, right? Yeah. Well,
is that the guy who has the dirty room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him.
I hate him so much. He's so nasty. He's so nasty.
Insult.
I hate him so much, bro. He's so nasty. You don't get it.
Yeah.
He has
No,
bed bugs in his
I've seen
skin.
him
It's
before.
disgusting.
Ooh.
I've seen him before.
You s-
Alright.
okay? Okay. So yeah. So he really likes the whole. I want to say masculinity in gaming because he says that it's kind of like been lost from these past 2 years, and that makes sense because if you see from the PS2 era, Xbox 360 era, it's like a lot of the games really were kind of entangled within like the masculinity of things. But again, that was a different, like a different time. You know what I mean? And I guess now it's kind of as we progress inside of society. Now, all these games are gonna also be impacted, and one of the games that, a lot of people are saying that it has impacted is the recent Halo. Now, have any of you played Halo? Any of you? Halo Infinite?
Nah, I'm not gonna allow it.
Really?
I love Halo.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite franchise of all time, besides Red Dead Redemption, Ghost of Tsushima, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my. I'm gonna just say it. Since there's some childhood bias, Halo's probably my favorite franchise ever.
Okay.
When I got my Xbox, I finally started to play Halo Infinite. And don't get me wrong, I didn't play it when it was in the dumps, but I love Halo Infinite. I will not allow the hate. I will not allow.
Okay. Okay. Well, Clever. Have you dabbled inside of Halo?
Never.
Never. Okay. Well,
Literally never in my life.
straight answer right there, pal. Well, a straight
Actually, that's
answer
a
right
lie.
there.
That's a complete lie.
Oh, really?
Lie.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, never mind,
I
everybody.
did play it a little bit when I was a kid, but like I never got into it.
Got you. Oh, you know what?
Like a couple times.
We didn't even talk about this when we were talking about the Game Awards. Best fighting. We have a Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Sparking Zero. Oh, we didn't even touch on that game. We didn't even touch on it. That game is probably generational for Dragon Ball fans, man.
It is.
You said
I would lie
it
if I wasn't
is.
so bad.
You grabbed me by the
fighting
shirt.
game.
It is.
No, it's easy. It's easy.
Nah, bro, I'm good.
It's easy.
I've seen the sweat, people. I've seen the sweats on that game, bro. I'm good. I'm okay.
I watch people all the time.
Yeah, sure, bro.
No, bro.
I could really get through a single player game.
Oh, for real? Oh,
What?
As I could barely get through a single player game.
Yeah, you're right.
that's
Get
crazy.
to it, pal. Get to it, pal.
I feel like
Yes,
Sparking
boss.
Zero has it in the bag when it comes to fighting game of the year. I know that there's Marvel vs. Capcom. I know there's Tekken
Bro,
8.
people love that game. I think Tekken. I don't think Marvel vs. Capcom even has a chance, but shout out that game, bro.
Mm,
Shout out that game.
I think Tekken 8 might take it, but I just feel like Sparking Zero, like, I think it sweeps. In my opinion, I think it sweeps.
Big in the beginning,
Yeah. Oh, man.
but like Sparking Zero took over.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, it's the reason why a lot of the Black Ops 6 player base kind of dropped for a second there, because Sparking Zero came out.
Dude, if you're a fighting games fan, I feel happy for you, man.
Yeah,
Good
dude,
for
this
y'all.
was a
Y'all had a drought for years. The
past
2
2 years.
Y'all has been fantastic.
Bro, they've been eating well,
That's
bro.
kinda Nike.
Because Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Marvel Capcom, Sparking Zero, freaking Multiverses, you want to throw that one in there too. Man, yeah, dude, fighting game fans
Brawlhalla
have been.
still has a fan base.
Well, I mean, bro,
Like Brawlhalla.
I mean, Brawlhalla, you know, I mean, it's there, you know, not
It's involved.
Not my-
It still gets some,
not my
it still
biggest,
gets some people.
not my biggest fighting game, you know, it's just yeah, you know what I mean, but yeah, though, you know, people have their preferences. Speaking of preferences, by the way, we gotta also talk about. I mean, we have already touched on, I believe, Ghost of Yote. Now, we gotta talk about another anticipated game that is gonna be coming out next year, and that I hope is going to be. Oh man, I don't know. I forgot. I think it's The Wolf Among Us 2. Please, The Wolf Among Us 2. I want a sequel. Please, I want The Wolf Among Us 2. If you don't know at all what that is, Clever, it's a Telltale game made by the same people who made The Walking Dead. And The Wolf Among Us, if you haven't played it, bro, I 100% recommend it. I'm serious, bro. 100%, bro. LJ and I, we played the ending on stream. Dude, that was that ending was amazing. And it's just
It was that good?
immersive. But you can go and if you want to look back at our VOD of the live stream, you can go and look at it and you can see how like immersed the both of us are. We were getting hype. We were like, woohoo! Well, we were getting hype over the decisions. And we were like, yeah, I feel like a beast and all that. But yeah, it's one of the game. It's just like one of those games where you don't really focus much on the actual gameplay as you do the story. You know what I mean? Like there's not much going on inside of gameplay wise. All you gotta do is just like walk around and kind of interact with things. But the most important thing is choosing what to say. That's my favorite type of game. Kind of like Detroit Become Human, but with like the less quick time events and stuff like that, where like every choice is like a new path at times and it leads to something. That's like my favorite game genre. But yeah, I just hope that comes out next year. But anyways, do you have an anticipated game for next year?
The obvious answer you want me to give you?
You know the obvious answer? I was trying to put it off for so long. Oh yeah, you want to open the door?
I mean, we
come
already
on.
know what 2025 is about. Unless,
come on.
ladies and gentlemen, it gets delayed.
No,
Delayed.
it's getting delayed, bro.
Possibility.
Rockstar has the biggest track record of delaying video games in the past decade and a half.
But they said it's on
Exactly.
track
Yep.
though. They said it's on track.
You can't trust
They
them
did the
with
same
that.
thing about Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Red Dead
for
got-
real?
Red Dead got-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Red Dead got delayed a year.
Oh
So
my
we're
dang,
a bad one
bro.
if that's the case.
And GTA 5 did too.
And
So
trailer
it's
2
come out
hasn't even come out yet. Apparently it's coming soon though. But
So when do y'all think it's
Okay.
gonna happen though? When do you think when will it?
December.
Fall 25, baby. Fall 25, my
The
prediction.
game will come out in August, but I think the trailer 2 is coming out in December.
At the Game Awards?
No.
Oh, okay. He put his head down.
It'll be just like
Alright,
last
you
year.
got
It's gonna come out a couple days before the Game Awards.
That'd be wild, Loki.
Ah,
That'd be
that's
kind of wild.
interesting.
That'd
But
be
it would
kind of wild.
actually make kind of some sense for them to do it at the Game Awards because
Exactly!
most anticipated
They
game.
haven't done one at a convention like in so long. I don't know why they don't like conventions so much, but
Because they want, oh, we're the stars. We're rock stars. Really? Because, you know,
I mean, they
we
know
don't
if
share
they do
glory.
that, they would take over the show. Everything on the Game Awards would not matter if GTA 6 got revealed.
I feel like it would change the
That was
mood,
good.
bro. I feel like everybody would be happy and giddy and excited, and like the vibe would be up. You know, I feel like that's what would
Imagine they
happen.
show Wolverine. I'd lose my mind. That's probably
You
not gonna
show
happen.
me Wolverine in the Game Awards, I will lose my mind. You know that, Insomniac? You know that? I mean, I know y'all
Or
got
Insomniac,
hacked,
man.
but Insomniac, I love y'all. You know that? I love y'all. He applied for an internship and he's trying to get good graces. I love y'all, man. I'm trying to get a job. I love y'all, man. I love Spider-Man. When I first got my PS5, I played it. It was awesome. Please, I loved it. Speaking of Spider-Man, I mean, I know that PlayStation announced that they don't have any planned DLC for the future Spider-Man 2. Kind of disappointed, I'm gonna be honest. But at least that gives, I hope the team had Insomniac to kind of focus on other projects, like the Wolverine game and anything else. If there's another, like, you know, like if there's another Ratchet and Clank, which hasn't come out in like 4 years, or if they're, and I don't know, throwing this out there, if they're working on a Resistance game, you know, I don't know if they are, who knows, but
I think you're getting fooled here.
oh, for real? Are
I
they
think we're
fooling
still
me?
gonna get DLC. We're still gonna get DLC. I don't care.
Really?
I know it.
You think
I
it's a
know we're getting
ruse?
DLC, bro. We're getting DLC.
Leaving the process.
It's
Literally
like-
at the Game Awards, they're gonna do the God of War Ragnarok challenge. When they show a trailer,
the God of War
tomorrow.
Ragnarok challenge.
yeah, and
It's
then
out of
tomorrow-
nowhere.
Yeah, they're gonna come out of nowhere.
I love how that's just called the God of War Ragnarok challenge now. It's just,
Yes.
oh man.
It's gonna release the next day, and we're gonna all enjoy.
Oh snap! You want to know what I hope that we hear? I hope that we hear more about Mafia, bro. Come on, let's talk about Mafia, bro.
I
No,
wanna
we are.
know.
We are. It's confirmed.
At the Game
Oh, yeah, they
Awards?
did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
definitely did
we
say that.
watching, baby. Oh, we
Yeah,
watching.
Yeah, Hangar 13 said that at the Game Awards they're gonna expand and tell us what the game's about, like what we're gonna be looking at.
Mhm.
So
That's
Well,
awesome.
it's literally
Okay.
just them saying they're in Italy, and that's it.
They said, all right.
come out
here we
early
go.
2025 because that's how 2K is and that's how that whole company is because 2K owns
Yeah.
Hangar 13. So they're gonna release it in the next 5 months after it gets revealed at the Game Awards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
bro.
hyped.
Dude, they have so many projects. Like, actually, let's kind of think about it. They have WWE, they have NBA, right?
Borderlands.
They have Borderlands, they have the Mafia game, and they have Civ. That's 5 games, and that's only like the ones that I know about. I don't know if there's any other games that are still being worked on or that are being kind of like updated,
They own the
because like
studio that made the Quarry.
that's true. That's true.
And
Which
I think they made it
I mean,
Until Dawn too, so they just released Until Dawn remastered. So.
they did, yeah. They
Yeah.
did release a remake. Now there's another game on the anticipated list. I don't know if you guys are huge Nintendo fans, but there's Metroid Prime 4 that is set to release in the future. I think 26. I don't know if it is 25. Maybe it is 25. But I mean, like, do you guys have any sort of a opinion on that at all?
I'm so excited for the next Nintendo console. The next Nintendo console is gonna break records. I'm
Alright.
so excited for it.
Are you positive on that? Because the Wii U, the Wii U, not doing too well. Or well, it didn't do too well.
I mean, they're still gonna break records. There's gonna be millions of people buying that console.
True. Because it is. I mean, it is.
If it's just
I mean,
a
it is
Switch
Nintendo.
too, then it's gonna be ticking.
That will.
Why
That
should
will.
we like switch to you?
Oh my goodness! Why can't I see that happening? Oh man.
I have a burning feeling it's gonna be like.
Guess what, guys? We
that.
still have 30 FPS. We will not be upgrading.
We do
Really,
not
bro?
have 4K.
30 FPS at 1080p.
Yeah, I've been at 30 FPS since 09, bro. Get out of here.
For
Bro,
real, though.
I can imagine
Like,
like the commercial, like you flip the switch, but now we're bringing the switch to you.
It's a U-shaped screen.
Oh, that'd be annoying. That'd be annoying.
Oh, it'd be so bad. Oh, it'd be so bad.
Like, I think when it comes to handhelds, low key, bro, I think you should either get a backbone for your phone. And honestly, I like the backbone. Have you guys heard of the backbone? Yeah? I love my backbone. It's honestly like the most convenient thing because I can just have my phone at the ready and just do that. But again, if you can afford it, I feel like the Steam Deck is also the best handheld right now because it can run so many high-end games at like max. Like it can run Elden Ring. You know that? It can run Elden Ring. The Switch can run like, Breath of the Wild and stuff. But if we're being honest, that's just a PG Elden Ring, and it has its own pizzazz and things like that. And the fact that you can run like adult Zelda on the Steam Deck, that's crazy, And I just feel like if Nintendo plays their cards right, and if they're still looking for a handheld, right? If they're still looking to compete with a handheld within their next a semester or like whatever their next oh man, I don't even know. Man, I don't know like what to call it, but in their next 8 years as a new console, I feel as in separating the handheld and the main console as they did inside of the Wii era when like there was just the Nintendo Wii and then there was the 3DS. Like it was best of both worlds. But I mean, if you fuse them together, I feel like there's a lack of a ton of opportunity with these different types of games, just like it was done with the PSP. Now I don't know if you remember this, but with the PSP, they had specific games that were basically the same thing, but they just named it differently. So when it came to the Uncharted series, there was an Uncharted game that had released for both the PS3 and also for the PSP, but they were named differently. I want to say that they were different games, but I'm not quite sure. But the fact that they have their own unique games inside of the franchise makes it, I mean, it just makes it better. It makes people want to consume. It makes people want to buy. And I feel like if Nintendo does that this next year with their new console, I think that's a good idea. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think we need to bring back handheld gaming because it's so good. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because
agree,
it's just awesome.
I think we need a console back for Nintendo badly. Like, we need a console. We need a big console
Mm-hmm.
because I know, like, they outsold the Xbox Series S,
Right.
all of them. The PS5, even the PS5 Pro, they outsold every single one of them,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the truth is this is what I think they should do. This is very unlikely. This is probably not gonna happen. I want a GameCube too, bro. Make another GameCube.
Oh, that's a good
big
one.
old box, make it powerful as heck. Just go crazy, and then upgrade all your games to 60 FPS
Yeah.
with ray
4K,
tracing
4K.
if it needs it, like Bayonetta 3,
Mm-hmm.
all that, Metroid Dread, all that. Make all those games updated, 60 frames, and then you guys are gonna sell like millions of copies. Make Fortnite look good, and then
That'd
make
be
Fortnite
wild.
compatible,
That'd be wild.
so that you guys can actually compete with other consoles and actually play Fortnite properly, not against bots,
Mm-hmm.
against actual people.
That's the
think-
thing with Nintendo, though,
Nintendo
right?
has the chance, bro.
That's kind of like the thing with Nintendo is that they have so many console exclusive games. They have so many just like looking on themselves only, and then like not even thinking about any other studio. I mean, the only
Hey,
one
they're
that I
trying,
can
though. Mortal Kombat 11 flopped on
Aye.
the Switch. because
graphics.
They can't optimize it, bro.
Yeah,
They need something to change.
yeah. It was just not looking good at all. Now like imagine this, okay? You have played. Well, I mean, I don't know if you have, but have you heard about running WWE 2K17 on the Switch?
I think it was 2K18.
It was 2K18. Okay, so then it was 2K18 running on the
It was
Switch,
terrible.
and it was horrible. Yeah. It ran horribly. It was very bad because they had like slimmed it down, and it was basically the console game, just like like kind of like carved down into whatever was left. But if we compare that to the PSP SVR games, it'd be nuts. Because it's basically the same game, but it just has been optimized for the PSP. So why can't that be done for Switch, do you think?
I don't know. I think-
Wait, what were you saying, man?
No, I want you to go. I was just
I
yapping.
was just going.
I want you to go.
No, you good. I was gonna say, like, for the WWE games, like, why don't they just do like they used to do, like with the Day of Reckoning or like the whole WrestleMania games,
Mm-hmm.
like for the Switch?
Yeah.
Like this, instead of downscaling the high end game that's on like the big time consoles or the more powerful consoles, that is, just have like a little small joint on the side, like just a little small game.
Yeah,
Just, like,
instead of
let it
making
get-
all those app games, make a Nintendo Switch compatible game.
Yeah, dude, all of these app
Exactly.
games have like the same commercials, like, you can earn all of this money inside of Warhammer, freaking whatever it is, war something, Age of Empires, whatever it is, right? And it's just like, and I'm like, can we have the old mobile app ads again where they actually go into the game, and it's just
Bro, give me the
Not-
WWE 2K app game back. I
What?
know y'all know what I'm talking about.
WWE 2K
From
app
the
game.
2K15 days.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Y'all
bro.
didn't play that?
No,
I need to
Never
play that,
heard
bro.
of it?
I've never heard of this.
Excuse me.
You can't play it anymore. But it was basically
What in the world?
just WWE 2K on. It was peak, bro. It was peak.
Wow, bro. This kind of looked like SVR a little bit. That's wild.
It is.
Huh. Well,
Oh,
didn't
fun.
expect that one. Yeah. And it's just like the 15 cover. That's what it is. But you want to know something? I feel like it was because of the servers, you know? I feel like it was just like something with like the servers because you know, as over time they just shut down servers from like old WWE 2K games, and I guess they thought it was more than expected, maybe, or it was just
What was the other
a
one?
lack.
The
WWE.
other WWE game where it was like Randy Orton was an actual snake.
Yeah.
We all loved the game. I
Immortals.
forgot what it was called. Immortals. Bring that to Switch, bro.
Oh,
WWE
yeah.
Immortals?
Make a new one.
Dude, this game I played on my iPad, bro.
Goated.
What about Immortals?
I played this game on my iPad, bro. Now, this was like Mortal Kombat, basically, but
Dang.
WWE. Yeah, bro, Immortals was crazy. And I think this was when Mortal Kombat 10 was kind of popping off. You know what I mean? Like, MKX was like its own thing, and it was just going off. But yeah, but like the PSP, if you were to get a PSP right now, it'd be the best handheld, I would say, guaranteed you would get. I would say the best one. I got myself a
The
PSP a while ago,
emulator
bro.
is one of the most used emulators on computer.
Yeah,
On PC.
yeah.
It's
Man,
awesome.
They have underrated games, bro. Underrated games.
you
on
can
PS4.
play literally, okay, besides the first SVR game, you could play the entire SmackDown vs. Raw series on PSP. And it has the same features. It's just like it was made for the PSP. These games were actually made for the PSP and not just made for PS2
But then
and
on
PS3.
SR06, they actually had more.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, they had a little. Well, it was kind of a little bit dumb, but they had like a UG mini game, like a balance mini game.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And a Texas Hold'em
It's so weird. They had Texas Hold'em.
on there.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when it comes to, I mean, in my opinion, probably like the last really. I mean, I know that there's Monster Hunter Wild. This was coming out, but I kind of want to talk about this one. It's gonna be Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Rob and I were there watching the showcase as they showed their first, I want to say, story trailer. And I'm not gonna lie, that antagonist looked really interesting.
Yeah.
I loved him. It was like a guitar, and he had like a sword for it. It was the sword, actually. And it was so cool. It was like it can shoot and stuff. I was like, what is this? It made me really want to play Death Stranding all of a sudden now.
It's unfortunate. So I've tried Death Stranding. Actually, matter of fact, the last time I was on this channel,
Mhm.
I was playing through Death Stranding. I have dropped the game.
Really?
One, because I'm very bad. Two, it just feels like a grind, and I don't like when a single player game feels like a grind.
Mhm.
It's also the same reason why I gave up Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay.
I really love the gameplay in that game. That game's really fun, but it just feels like a grind. It feels like I'm in an open world. It feels like feels like the same mission structure as Marvel's Avengers, where you just mission. That's it. Just mission. And then they give you
Okay.
like 6 missions at the same time, so you don't know which one you want to do. It's too much. I don't like it. So I dropped Death
okay.
Stranding, but if the next game, if they show more stuff that's interesting, I'll dabble. I'll get back into that.
You'll dabble? Okay. I just gotta look into it, that's all. But I mean, other
I
than
have a
that
more
though,
open mind. Luckily,
you know.
when it comes to games, I remember I used to come on this WREL and be like, I hate this, I hate that. My brain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've opened my horizons. And matter of fact, on PC, since I got my PC, I've been playing games like Stardew Valley, which is the most unlike me game to ever play. I've been playing Half-Life, which is a classic. it's very unlike me. So I actually thank the WREL Radio, and I thank you guys for changing my perspective being on this thing.
Okay.
Because my perspective on gaming has changed. It's not just third-person story anymore. I actually like games for games
Oh yeah.
now.
And
So,
hey,
it's pretty
if
cool.
you want to support your indie game developers, how about you go support me, man? How about you go support me?
What games you got out?
I have a couple games right now. It's on itch.io. If you go and look up REL there, it should pop up. Those are just like a few. Those are just like limited things that I have there. If you remember this, Rob, actually, from a while ago,
Yeah.
I believe it's Booba the game that's actually out there, and it's finished. It's finished. That's a finished thing that you all can play right now. It has a different paths, and also something like that. I also have a website on NeoCities, if you know what that is. And I have 2 games there that had just released this year. It is going to be for Peace for Honor, where you play as I would want to say a knight that is going to go and slay the king that has been raging war on your village, and the only way to stop oh man, I can't even talk. The only way to stop this war is by killing the king, okay? But you face a ton of different and various difficult choices to make inside of the game, and it can lead to what happens to you and your village. And also, I have another game called oh my goodness, what is it called? I forgot what it was called, brother. But anyways, you know, go and support your indie developers. You know, that's just
How's the graphical upgrade been? Because I know the first game you made was like
so
it was like 2D, I think, something like that. It was like pixelated.
Yeah. So then, when it comes to itch, it's usually like a lot of 2D stuff. I'm not gonna be working on
like
3D
sprites,
stuff. Yeah. So then, I'm not gonna be working on 3D stuff until next year. And that's when a lot can happen there. Who knows what can happen, you know? But when I was working on my itch stuff, that is like, you know, that's a lot of like 2D stuff there. When it comes down to, I want to say, my Neo Cities, that's usually when it's like a text-based game. Have you heard of those? Have you heard of those text-based games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that like Ace Attorney?
Not exactly, because there's not a lot of graphical things. By the way, LJ, I see you in the chat. Happy holidays, man. I see you. Happy holidays there, man.
Hey.
Oh man, it's nice to see you in the chat here, LJ. But
Okay.
oh, okay. I thought that you were gonna say so. Okay. So then, when it comes to Neo Cities, it's usually a text-based game where it's just text usually. But it has that same aspect of just making all of these choices, and then each choice will go out with like a different outcome. So, so
It's
then
like an interactive story.
Exactly.
Book.
exactly, but just without like the visual aspect at times. I do have sound in the game. I do have that. So if you're looking into playing with a headset, or if you just want to see what is kind of going on there, I would just recommend going and doing that. I'm just saying, hope you guys are doing well. Just stop by to say hey. Well, hey man, how you doing, pal? Hey man. But are you much of a fan of the text-based games? Do you think you can kind of like give it a try with text-based games?
Unless you know a name of one, I've never played one before.
Really? Okay.
Do you know any like famous, or not famous, but like popular ones?
When it comes to text-based games, not
That's what I thought Ace Attorney
particularly.
was, because there's no gameplay in that game. It's just
I mean, I guess it can be seen as a text-based game, in a way. But a lot of them, especially with like the software that I use, it's usually just the words and then the choices. But here, actually, low key, I'm gonna actually link it inside of the stream in the chat. if you do want to check it out in the future. But there they are. There's Neo
If I
Cities and
remember,
there's Itch.
I'll definitely check it out.
All right, and
'Cause I know I have Finding Dory brain, so I probably won't remember. But I
all
hope
good,
I-
man. It's all good, you know. It's all good, you know. Okay,
what was
bro.
that?
Okay, bro. All right. Okay.
All right, chill, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, okay. Oh,
Slap boxing.
by the way, the other game that it was called The Witness. Is my other game. And that is when you play as a neighbor that had just been woken up by your alarm clock. And you have noisy neighbors. All right. It is a couple that had moved in about, I want to say, a month, maybe. It's been a long time. Well, I mean, like, not a long time, but you go out and you try and get your mail, and it seems as if the mail has been accidentally put inside of the mailbox of your neighbors, of your noisy neighbors. And as soon as you try to grab the mail from them, it seems like they had swiped it and grabbed it and went back into their apartment. So you have to confront them, and you have to talk your way into getting your mail. And so some things go crazy, and some things a lot can happen. All right. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So then if you guys are interested, go and check out The Witness.
Well,
and
thanks
for
sharing.
Peace and For Honor.
I didn't know that you made more games after the Booba game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I hope. Now, well, the thing here is, I hope to get another game out before the end of the year. I plan on getting another one out made with the same software, and it will be based. I don't know if you guys know about this. It'll be based inside of the SCP, kind of like a universe. If you know what that is, do you know at all what an SCP is?
What does SCP stand for?
It stands for Secure, Contain, and Protect. So then what that is kind of stories made from a huge community of all of these types of things that are like, inside of Stranger Things, when they held 11 and all of these other kids in a lab.
Okay.
So then that's basically what it is. But it's just with like, it's basically Area 51 in a nutshell.
Oh, nice.
So then SCP holds all of these things, aliens, creatures, animals, and basically secures them, contains them so they do not get out into the public, and protect them so that they can study them for, I believe, technological advancement and also studies. So you play as a guard inside of the SCP warehouse, and you have to try and protect and contain these creatures inside of their cells. And to make it even more scary, you are the first night guard there, and it is your first night. So things can happen at all, or out of all the things. So who knows what can happen? But is that something that you think would be interesting?
I think it'd be cool.
Okay.
I think depending on how good the oh, my battery's running low. Let me put the charger in real quick. I don't wanna
Okay,
get cut
okay.
Off mid sentence.
Okay.
Okay. But as I was saying, I really have been enjoying, like, I gotta say, PC gaming is the best thing to ever happen.
Yeah, man.
Like,
A lot of
These
options.
Steam games from not indie promotions. What is this, wrestling? Indie developers has really changed my perspective. So if it's just like a talking experience, like if it's just basically like an interactive
Yep.
movie or
Yep.
book, I'd say it's more of an interactive book. I'd
Mhm.
say that's interesting because I actually personally like to read every once in a while. Not much,
Okay.
but I think it'd be interesting. And of course, I'd be supporting. So that's
Okay.
interesting to me.
Okay. Well, then
It sounds cool. Sounds cool to me.
Well, I mean, if you ever wanna give it a try, I mean, Clever, was that something that you'd be interested in?
What?
A text-based game?
No, I played this one before.
Oh, you have played text-based before.
Yeah, I forget which one it was. This is like back in like 21, I think it was.
So like basically what they are. It's just like it's just a screen with words, and you get to choose what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So that's basically.
I forget what it's called, man.
There you go. Yeah. So then I'm showing the guys here, and again, if you want to go ahead and check out on my website, it is linked inside of the chat. But this is my Neocities. This is my website here. And
Is
every
that in
time
the background what the games look like?
no. Yeah, no. It's kind of just to give a little bit of context for what is going on inside of my latest game. So then every new game that I come out, I always update my website. So then as of right now, this was changed for my most recent game called The Witness, where you and your nosy neighbors, all that kind of stuff, and then it gives you kind of a little bit of insight of what to expect inside of the game. So then on the website, I have welcome to Complex WREL. Book yourself in this 5-star journey of mine in game development and all that sort of stuff. So, and then there's also an image there that can kind of give you a little bit of insight about what kind of to expect in the setting and stuff. And also gives you a little bit of a secret of what might be happening inside of one of these endings. So, you know what I mean? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's actually cool though. I'm actually happy that you're still going with the game development stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
I thought the Mama Booba thing was actually quite impressive. Like I've heard of that website. I used that website when I had computer science back in high school
Mm-hmm.
days. So I kind of knew what the sprites and all that was. I knew like the website and everything, but I didn't.
Okay.
I haven't seen like a finished game on there. So this is actually cool. I'm glad you're still going with it, and I might, if I remember, as I said, if I remember, I will give it a go. I will give it a go because I have Finding Dory Brain.
Oh
So
shit.
I'll see if I remember.
And now I just want to give you a little sneak peek. This is what The Witness is, okay? So then it leads you into this whole thing, kind of like a blinking light. And then as soon as you click on it, and then it brings you here, okay? So then basically this is what it is, right? So then all it is just a bunch of text, and then when you click on here, and then you head forward. So all this, I'll read a little bit here. Come on, you say that all you got? You wipe the blood from your mouth, getting back into a fighting position, fists up, surrounded by a loud crowd. Both you and your opponent go at it, back and forth, hits with each one barely missing. Left hook, you yell out. You hit your opponent with a left hook and knock him out cold on the mat. The bell deafeningly rings for your victory. Ding, ding, ding. The ref comes by and checks if he's good. Afterwards, ding, ding, ding. And now coming over to you and raising your hand. Ding, ding, ding. The announcer raises his microphone, exclaiming, "Here is your winner." And then your alarm clock rings. Ring, ring, ring. And then that's when like all of the and then here you go, this is your choices right here, and also it keeps going and going and going. And I want to say this. I want to say that The Witness does start off a little slow, but I mean, once you build up, once you head into it, I hope that it's good for players. I want to say that it is, but again, it's my game, so it's kind of biased. But anyways, yeah. So that was a little bit of The Witness that I showed you there.
Good for you, man.
But good for you, man.
So I'm definitely gonna be checking.
Hopefully,
it
in the
out.
next couple of years, as you progress, you can start making like demos on Steam and stuff.
I hope so, man. I
That'd be
hope
dope.
so. Oh man, I'm gonna see freaking Clever play the game on his channel now. He's like, all
Yeah,
right,
it's
guys.
gonna be- Say, hey guys, play another demo here. Play another demo.
I'm not even gonna announce it either. This is gonna be a jump scare.
It's gonna be a random.
Hey,
All right, guys.
another
We're
demo.
playing The Witness.
Playing the Witness demo.
Playing The Witness
He's like,
demo.
oh, it's my game.
He's like, oh, wow, man. That's crazy. You got Big Jaw. That's amazing, man. Wow.
I got you,
That's
man.
awesome.
I'd be smiling too. But I mean, anyways, I also want to show you this though, Rob. This is for peace and for honor, okay? Well, I mean for peace for honor. All right. This is what it is.
Is that a grave?
So
Oh, that's the Dark Souls, John. Right?
I don't know actually.
I've seen that.
So then, for those that don't know, I am actually showing. Well, I mean, I had shown Rob what the whole like website was there, and then it basically gives a little bit of insight of what's happening, right, inside of the game. So you're gonna be playing as a knight, and you have the fate of your village in your sword, right? And you have to decide whether you want to kill this king or how you're gonna be able to get to him, all this stuff. So there's gonna be a ton of decisions and a ton of tough things in order. I'm gonna try and make it over there. So that's there. You know, if you ever want to try it out, there is audio. It kind of blared inside of the ears of our viewers, so sorry about that. But
As
But
I said, if
anyways.
I remember, I'll try it out.
But anyways, we've actually hit over the 1 hour mark. So, I actually wanted to ask you guys, do you have any final remarks here for this episode? Do you have
I'm
any
gonna
final
let Clever
topics?
talk for a little bit. I feel like I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait. Oh,
When
okay.
you
Hold
ask
on.
questions, I feel like I just yap. I'm just a yapatron.
Nah,
You know what I
bro,
mean?
it's a vibe,
So
bro.
I'll let
It's
Clever
a vibe, bro.
Get some words in, you know what I mean? Get some words.
I'm just here to vibe, bro. You know.
You
I
vibey.
get you.
Vibey.
It's
But
all
what if we
good.
want to hear your 2 cents? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Y'all asked me some questions. He asked me.
I know, but expand. Give us a final thought before we get on out of here.
Peace, love, and soul.
Mm.
I'm hoping that this year is gonna be great for gaming. It's gonna be an all timer.
It's ending.
It'll be kind of funny a year from now. I'm just sitting
Hey,
here.
we're
and
like, I'm not gonna lie, it's the worst
Not
game
gonna lie.
of all time.
Not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Quite
I'm just
frankly.
sitting on this
Not gonna
one
lie.
this
Not a
year.
fan. Not a fan.
I wouldn't be surprised,
Not a
bro.
fan.
Not a fan.
I'm just sitting on the side of my bed, just like thinking about.
I'm gonna
my
be
life.
honest. Not a fan.
Thinking about GTA 6 because it got delayed.
Yeah.
Got delayed to 2027.
27.
um,
Oh no!
Oh
I would-
man,
I would just give up at that point. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest.
that would
Anyway,
suck.
that's enough. Time to play something else.
Well, anyways, peace, love, and soul there from Mr.
Yeah, Lionel
Cleverstone.
Richie here. We got Lionel Richie in the chat.
Well, me, Rob, do you have any final remarks here as we close out the episode?
I don't know, man. I just like very excited for the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always, I know people hate on it a lot, and they're like, oh, it's just an advertisement. It's one of my favorite moments of the year.
Yeah, man.
It
Because
just feels like
gaming, man.
yeah, it feels like you can. 'Cause some people feel like gaming is just like nerdy,
I
or
mean,
like it's starting to not become that. Like it's starting to become a thing where like everybody games, but like it just feels like you can celebrate and talk about games that you want to talk about with people, and it's really cool. Not only that, but just upcoming. Y'all know, if y'all have watched the channel, watched the live streams that we do. What are the 2 games that I say every single time? Mafia and Ghost of Yote, or Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Yes.
Those 2 games are both coming out next year, along with the WWE game, I presume, along with
Yeah.
the Madden game, and y'all know I love football.
yeah.
So next year should be great. Will our wallets be full by the end of the year? Probably.
No.
But it's okay. $70 each, man. Get ready. Get hype, man.
That's
So
almost
excited.
$500, man.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess how many games are coming? Who knows about the jump scare games? There could be some jump scare games. That come
Killer
out, like
Bean.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Killer
Yeah,
Bean.
Killer Bean will be a slide $20.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
I can't wait, man. That's gonna be probably game of the year for me.
All right, take it,
Yeah,
bro.
Clever's gonna do 1 hour video on Killer Bean.
1 hour video. He's gonna beat the whole game in
He's
one
gonna do
video.
a 1 hour retrospective video essay on Killer Bean.
He's not gonna do a critique.
All right,
So
guys,
the
we're
way
gonna analyze the
ends
beans
why the
here.
story-
Every
story was
single
so
one.
good, the gameplay, and why it's better than Max Payne 3. Let's get into it.
Okay.
How secretly Killer Bean was actually Max Payne in disguise, and actually
Took the bean off. He got stabbed, and the bean fell off, and it was Max Payne.
the guy ragdolled into the water. It was an incredible cinematography-esque skill that the
And as he
developer.
he drove his
Blue.
bean car,
He drove the
I
Beanmobile.
have to say, it was absolute cinema.
it was absolute.
Hands up.
In the final cutscene where Killer Bean faced Evil Bean, and he killed the Evil Bean. It was cinema. It was absolute cinematography.
When the Roman Reigns came out, all right, as a cameo with the Bean from long hair, Bean with long hair, and he came out, and it was absolutely incredible. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It was awesome. All right. Well, anyways, that's gonna be the show
That's
for
the best way to
today.
end. Like that's like the best way to end. Top 5 endings.
Top 5 endings right
Great
there.
run.
Killer Bean. Very excited for it for next year.
Keep
Mr.
Alex
Lou,
First, by the way.
if you're out
Throw
there.
that out there.
Heavily excited about that. Well, anyways, that has been WREL Radio here for you tonight. I will see you at the Game Awards as I will be streaming, hopefully as a partner. Who knows? I don't know if you guys will also be there with me. Will you guys be there with me? Who knows?
I'll
you
be
know?
there.
You'll be there? All right then. Well, I mean, these two
Tradition,
will be
bro.
with me, you know,
Tradition.
tradition. With the Game Awards, I'm going to see what happens there with the face cam and all. And until then, I will see you next time. And also in probably, I hope, a new video before Thanksgiving. Speaking about Netflix games and how big that has become so
Bro,
far.
I've been playing Netflix games.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I really think it's the next generation.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
gonna be cool.
And you'll see
On
why.
Netflix games, they had games like Dead Cells and Hades on there for a little bit.
And
I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna continue to drink water. But as you said, as you were saying,
But hey, man, I'm just saying, man, the Netflix games is growing and growing, and I will tell you all about it inside of my new video before Thanksgiving. So expect that, as again, Netflix games, I feel, along with Rob, is going to be a growing thing with subscription-based gaming, alongside with a heavy competitor in Game Pass, with that being not on mobile yet, but again, it can be with a few loopholes. But other than that, though, Netflix games, and also a video about it will be coming out from me, hopefully before Thanksgiving. But other than that, thank you all for tuning in and listening in. This has been me, this has been Robin, this has been Cleverstone for WREL Radio, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute, but drink plenty of water.
yeah, I'm drinking water right now.
Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.